Two cars caught up over there. The 08 of Jeff Broniszewski, the 4 of Brett Hutera. A fire underneath the hood of Brett Hutera. Safety suffers coming to the attention of that.
Move there as he goes way up high in 3, exits turn 4 down low. A huge crossover there using about 70 feet of the 90-foot wide surface. A 74, your leader spins in turns 1 and 2. Popachin head on into Brown. Heavy contact, and that's going to bring out the caution. Or was it a good move? That allowed Gary Catellis to have a little bit of a closer run going into turn 1. He goes for a haymaker in 1. Contact between Catellis and Bernard. Bernard right back to the inside. And here comes Joe Brown Jr. now. Oh, Catellis looks for the inside line. They make contact and spin in turn 3. Joe Brown Jr. brings out the caution. Oh, no. Watch out for some drivers here. Jacob Chips earning a victory so far this year. Noah Bubeck, a winner last year here at the Speedway. Bill Tennant, definitely going to be one to beat in car number 2, supporting the red, the white, and the blue for that matter. In the 187, Noah Bubeck, he's going to be tough too. Green flag is out. We're underway for 12 laps. Side by side are the teammates, Jacob Chips and Noah Bubeck. I think the average age between those two drivers is 17 years. Bubeck into the wall, letting it all hang out up top there. But here comes the 19G of Jake Gunn, or rather the 19G of John Gill to try to make up for it. Lap 1 goes to Jacob Chips. Bubeck battling back to the outside of John Gill, has his eye set on his teammate. Huge move for Noah Bubeck. Throws it in there with reckless abandon. Now he's got to make the car stick. He relies on that cushion up top. Jacob Chips holds on to the lead, though, on lap number 3. Hollister looks to the inside of Bubeck. He's got him beaten out down the front stretch. Move the 69 of Hollister into second. Bubeck won't have it, though. He looks to the inside. Contact is made. Oh, can they keep it straight? They do. They do keep it straight. Not for long, though. There goes Tyler Hollister. He spins. Lots of sparks coming from the 38, and that car has gone kaput, I do believe. He's got fluid on the racetrack. He's staying high, and that car has officially expired. Close race here as the white flag set to fly. 1 lap to go. John Gill and Tyler Hollister. 1 and 2 all over each other like a couple on prom night. Down the backstretch they go. John Gill with the lead into turn 3. Here comes the haymaker from Tyler Hollister. John Gill right through the middle of the speedway. Hollister's going to have to reset. Coming to the line, it's John Gill. They'll pack him in tight in 3, ship him off coming out of turn number 4 in the pack and ship start zone. Green flag is out. We're underway. Manganello to the bottom, Utrom to the top side. Here comes Anthony Utrom, the division rookie, looking to earn a career first victory here. Sadie Snatchko has been to victory lane 5 times in 2023, looking to make it her first of 2024. Lap 1, going to go to AJ Manganello. Snatchko going to look to the outside of Kokolis. Doesn't quite have the line, concedes and finishes, or runs in the 3rd spot now. Utrom looks to the inside of Vaughn going down the backstretch now. That's the closest battle for position here. Coming to the halfway mark, AJ Manganello still your leader. Nice run to the bottom of turn number 4 for Utrom. He takes that 4th spot away from Vaughn. Vaughn battles back. It looks like the 18 of Utrom is having some issues. Again, might be a fuel sending issue in car number 18. Just doesn't seem to have the pickup. White flag waves for Manganello. He's got some decisions to make here. To the high side of Hollister he goes. He'll stick to the high side going into turn 3. He'll stay to the high side of Zoe Knight. Gets by those two effectively coming out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. AJ Manganello, a winner in 2024. Second will go to Logan Koteles. Third to the 56 of Sadie Snatchko. Fourth to the 124 of Hunter Vaughn. And fifth will go to the 99 of Nathan Olenek out of Crescent. Mike Bort. 10 laps of distance. Top 6 transfer to the A-Main feature event is underway. Side by side for position on the backstretch. Into turn 3 they go. It's going to be A.J. Poljak to the outside, Larry Cougal to the inside. Lap 1 goes to Larry Cougal. Emmy Laboon with a 67 of Jamie Duncan. And there goes Laboon spinning. Mike Bort nowhere to go, heavy contact. And that brings out the caution. So Cougal still to the inside, rolling around it. Jackson Billick, problems for the driver out of Newcastle. He'll pull pit side here. 4 laps down. Cougal now leading by about a car length and a half. Joe hasn't been to the racetrack in over 20 seasons. He'd hate to have to haul the way back to Latrobe without an A-Main start. To his credit, he's got a tough task ahead of him and loses a lot of ground to Duncan down the backstretch. Checkered flag waves for for Larry Cougal, your B-Main winner here tonight. Ken Harris was a former race car driver in the Pro Stock ranks, as well as the super late model, or rather semi-late model ranks throughout the late 70s and early 80s, famously driving car number 33, sponsored by the Golden Goblet, among other generous sponsors. Throughout the years, he teamed up with his twin brother, Kevin Harris, in those endeavors and raced competitively throughout the western Pennsylvania region. Tonight we remember Ken Harris as he tragically passed away due to a battle of cancer back in the month of March. And tonight's we pay memory to Ken with an 8-lap dash to determine the starting order for tonight's 13th annual Ed Laboon Memorial. Special thanks to the Golden Goblet as well as the Harris family for coming out and being a part of tonight's racing program. $333 to the winner of this race. All drivers who have started in this race will earn $33 for their efforts as well. But up front, it's Chris Schneider battling with Christian Schneider. The two go 1 and 2 on lap 1. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Who said a dash doesn't matter? Look at Steve Diapolito quickly moving his way up. Started 7th, now battling for 3rd with the midway Mitchell, Daryl Charlier. Jackson Homak now in a battle with Tim Bish and Logan Catellis. Chris Schneider going to roll his way through turn 3 and turn 4 with confidence at this point as he has established himself quite the distance of lead. The checkered flag now flies. Chris Schneider is your winner of the Ken Harris Memorial Dash. Second goes to Christian Schneider. Third to Diapolito. Fourth to Bish. Fifth to the midway Mitchell, Daryl Charlier. Car number 91, Brody Orvitz, starts on the tail of the field. Green flag is out. We are underway for 20. 9R, Mike Reft, able to rejoin the field as well. He'll start in the 17th or 16th starting position. Oh, they're getting mixed and jumbled on the backstretch. But they evenly sort themselves out. But up front, Patrell is going to lead lap number 1. Through turn number 4, it's still Patrell, fulfilling the American dream, leading through 5 laps. Patrell with a nice line through 1 and 2, able to hold on to his advantage now. Lurking in the distance is Zach Gunn. Police leads lap 8. Will this race, if it stays green, come down to lap traffic? That could certainly tell the story here as well, or at least aid in what the story will end up to be. Zach Gunn gets by Patrell. Problems for Patrell, pushing heavy. And now things have gone awry for Patrell. He is slow on the top side of 3 and 4. Cole Patrell slow on the top side of 3 for 4. That brings out the caution. He's going to try to take another swing at it. Not enough this time by Ben Policz with another nice run on the high side of turn 2. Zach Gunn flirts with danger. Oh, he makes contact with the wall. He's going to lose tons of momentum. Coming to the checkered flag, though, in car number 14. Is it going to be Ben Policz? Oh, but barely it is. Ben Policz is your winner here. Second goes to Zach Gunn. Third to the 60 of Brandon Burgoon. Fourth goes to the 14 of Jake Gunn. Rounding out your top five, it's going to be the 9R of Mike Reft. Fans, send them off in style. The drivers are waving back to you to show your support. Ladies and gentlemen, the 13th annual Ed Laboon Memorial presented by Fuel Required. They'll pack them in tight in turn 3, ship them off at turn number 4. Green flag is out, we're underway. The Schneiders do battle up top as the rest of the field jockeys for position in the early stages of this race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Lap number 1, though, going to be side by side of the line. Chris Schneider leads it. So once again, it's Christian Schneider, Chris Schneider, Steve Diapolito, Tim Bish, and Daryl Charlier, your top 5. Bobby Whitling, Cody Catellis, Hunter Exley, Kurt Bish Jr., and Nick Kachuba round out your top 10. Schneider coming down the front stretch now. Starting to do more work here to the field. The M5 of Tony McGill, the 0 car of Larry Cougal, all up next for Christian Schneider. 13 laps through. They're going to go 3 wide in turn 2. Christian Schneider getting around Brandon Connor and Larry Cougal. Christian Schneider up through the 15th position. Car slow to the inside of the racetrack. It's slick Nick Kachuba in car number 10. His efforts go up in smoke as he was running 12th that last time by. At the line this time by, the last time it was 5.5 seconds. Chris Schneider on lap number 22 now, 5.8 seconds. Christian Schneider currently 3 wide with a couple of the drivers. Several positions. White flag will wave for Christian Schneider. Christian Schneider has won through 5 different divisions here at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, the only driver to accomplish that feat. He's going to go again. And we've got a car stopped. Oh, and the caution flag flies with 1 lap to go. So a 2-lap shootout will take place here. A feature event cannot end on a 1-lap shootout. So in the event of a caution on the final lap, they will go to a 2-lap shootout. 2 laps. Christian Schneider chose the top side. The green flag is out. We're underway. Tough start for Chris Schneider. An uncharacteristic bad start for Chris Schneider. And something might be going wrong with the 55 car, just not up to snuff. Tim Bish now in the 3rd spot. Schneider back and forth battling with, is that Hunter Exley? It is Hunter Exley in your top 5 now. Coming out of turn number 4 for the final time. Checkered flag waves. Christian Schneider is an Ed Laboon Memorial champion. He can hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the 13th annual Ed Laboon Memorial champion, Christian Schneider. That'll be the 74 of Joe Brown Sr., not able to compete. 15 laps the distance. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, these hobby stocks can and sometimes will be the show stealer. These 2 drivers up front finished top 3 last week. Unfortunately, the 2 up front actually also failed post-race inspection due to being outside of spec, but nonetheless, the green flag is out. We'll see if they can't revenge themselves here tonight. Bernard running about 1.5 lanes higher than Logan Koteles to this point. They're side by side momentarily. Here comes Matt Menard starting to pull away. Nice battle for position number 3 right now between Menard and Catellis. Jonathan Catellis now takes off down the backstretch, building up about a 2 to 3 car length gap between himself and Menard. Now he's going to have his eyes shifted and focused on the baddest man in the whole town, Leroy Brown. The 05 of Natasha Davis currently getting placed 1 lap down by Catellis. Now side by side, nearly for a moment, is Jonathan and Leroy Brown. Now they have some decisions to make here. What are they going to do with Natasha Davis in front of them? Jonathan Catellis going to try to go up high, slides right back down underneath her. Leroy had it sniffed out from the very get-go, went right to the bottom. Leroy Brown up top coming out of turn 4 to the white flag, 1 to go. Side by side to the line there. 28 thousandths of a second, the difference between Leroy and Jonathan. Here comes Jonathan to the inside, has the advantage now. Leroy checks up slightly, Jonathan Catellis to second. Cole Cochran slow in the front stretch. He'll head back to the pits, but the checkered flag is about to fly for the driver of car number 64 out of Stockdale, Pennsylvania. Logan Koteles wins it again at Pittsburgh. Second goes to Jonathan Catellis. Third will go to Leroy Brown. Fourth will go to the 14 of Matt Menard, and the 64 of Tom Anton rounds out your top 5.